Yo people, Garrett doing here for another video, and today we are going to be taking out our 6x6 and heading on over to the police station. The reason I'm using the 6x6 is because this thing is able to get us from point A to point B. I just got to drive to the station. Really, I can use anything, and this is the only mod I have that doesn't have lights or sirens. So let's go ahead and turn on into here. We're gonna have to switch out our vehicle for something a bit more conventional, just because this thing is a little too high off the ground to pull a trailer. If you look over here, we got our Ram 2500. This thing is an absolute beast. We are almost at the marina, and this is where we can pick up our brand new undercover vehicles. Now, we do have some marked cruisers, but we aren't really aiming to pick up many of those today, and we can park up just about here. Here's what we're working with today. We got this Sheriff Tahoe. It is really cool. This one is obviously marked with your American flag. Then we got this undercover taxi. This is a Crown Vic. I am a huge fan of this mod. And then we have this Hellcat. Now, it doesn't really look like a Hellcat to me. I think just because there are no markings on it that we're used to. But obviously, you do have all of your police decals and your unit number and everything like that. However, there are no markings on this vehicle. The only way you can really tell is because of the antennas and our searchlights. And last but not least, we have another Sheriff Tahoe. This is marked and for wildlife enforcement. But enough talking, let's get this bad boy turned on and start loading up our trailer. So we're going to be driving everything on forward, or at least that is the current plan. So let's whip this thing around, and I'm going to try my best to do this in first person. See, this is where the issue is. I can't see anything. Like, I'm just assuming we are centered. I can kind of tell where our truck is. I'd say we did a pretty good job parking the Tahoe. Unfortunately, we did go into the bumper a bit, but not too big of an issue. And this is just going to be parked up right behind that Tahoe, and I'm hoping this is going to fit. We're going to be bringing this as close as we can. It's so going to hit. It's so going to hit. Please don't. Oh, we're good. I'm just going to back this thing up a little bit. Now let's crank this baby into gear. Let's get that engine going, and we are off. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on our ground clearance because we are definitely lacking the space. But everything should be okay if we stay on the road and drive a little bit slower than usual. We'll just be taking things nice and easy. Might even be worth throwing on our hazards. Our station is just going to be down the road. I can kind of see the entrance if you look at those red bricks. Here we are. All right, let me make a nice wide turn, or the widest we can. Hopefully this will work. I am very close to that. Okay, let's try to back up. Luckily this is a gooseneck, so we have a bit more flexibility when it comes to making these sharper turns. Alright, let's hear this baby purr. Here we go. Alright, not too bad. It could have been a bit louder, I guess. But let's back on out, and I'm just going to put it right over here. This mod that allows us to stick our head out the window, it's so useful. I know I always say that, but it's because it's true. Like, seriously, I don't think I would be able to back this thing up. But since I can just look on out, we have no issues. I can really park this thing right beside anywhere. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that Sheriff Tahoe was parked right over here, but I guess I accidentally put a space between them. Either way, we can fold back up our ramps and get on moving. We're taking a different exit out of here. There we go. Just want to quickly say that we do have a Discord server for the channel. It's called Garrett Plays Official. You can find the link in the description. We are currently over at 2,990 members, which means we're less than 10 away from 3,000. So if you want to join the Discord server, click the link in the video description. But either way, let's unfold our trailer, and now we can load up 2 more vehicles. Of course, I'm going to be taking this taxi. Now here is the lighting configuration. It is pretty much undercover, but there are a few noticeable things if you do look very closely. Unfortunately, there's not the nicest of interiors in here. It's pretty low resolution. If any modders out there are currently working on an undercover taxi with a higher quality model, please let me know, and I'd love to use it in a video. But for now, let's turn this bad boy on and load it up right behind the taxi. I'm trying this again in first person. So far, it's been working pretty well, but I'm not trying to jinx that. And I actually want to bring this a little further so it's not as close to the taxi, just in case some stuff rolls around. But now we are able to get on moving out of here. Let's be very careful when leaving. This is the area that is the steepest. We usually do bottom out, and I think we did there just for a few moments. Once again, we are approaching the police station. We have one more trip to do after this load, and then we should be good for the day. So we'll turn on into here nice and wide. And then I'm just going to park these in the parking bays right beside where the Tahoe is. That should be a good spot. We can move back the ramp. So for this one, I'm going to try using our mirrors. This is probably a terrible idea. I will be looking backwards through our middle window, but it doesn't really provide much help. Oh geez, yeah, these mirrors are really useless. Okay, there's the Tahoe. And then there's the other vehicle. I'm just going to kind of hope for the best when we do this. So go nice and slow. It's looking back and forth at all times. Oh geez. Yeah, this is why I stick my head out the window. Now for the Crown Vic, luckily this doesn't have working mirrors, so the only option would be to use the hood view. This is probably a worse idea. I wonder if we'd be able to park it anywhere over here. I guess if I kind of leave it where the ramp is, it could work. This is probably the best spot we're gonna get. So just over here at the garage door. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like that taxi fits quite well into the environment. And now we are on our way to the marina. Final trip round. I think there are 2 more vehicles to move. I believe it is another Undercover Dodge, and I'm not too sure what the last vehicle is. Oh, okay, we have another Tahoe. I think that's what I saw when we were going on past. We can loop around and take a better look. And I guess fall in the water? Ah, I did not mean to do this. Hello? Guys, I'm kind of stuck. There we go. Okay, that was really weird. These might not even fit on the trailer together. We're going to give it a shot. Here we go. We'll move on out. And this is the lighting configuration for the Tahoe. You definitely are going to see this thing if you're driving by. Now, since this is the wildlife enforcement, I doubt it's going to be pulling anyone over. Maybe a couple ATVs, or maybe even if you are in a restricted area. But let's turn off the system, and we can grab our final cruiser, the Dodge Cruiser. That is right. Look at this beauty. Although we've now seen this interior like 3 or 4 different times in the video, I still love it. The computer is very high quality, and just everything in here is really well designed. Now, it is a little bit quick, so we gotta be a bit careful there. There we are. Turn this thing off, load up those ramps, and now let's get on moving. Nice wide left-hand turn to leave the place. Let's watch a trailer for the last time. For whatever reason, I'm always struggling to stay in the center of these lanes. I don't know if it's that the truck's wider than usual, or maybe the lanes are just thinner than usual, or it could just be that I'm a bad driver. That's honestly the most likely answer. But I'm a good enough driver to get here in one piece, so that's all that matters. And then we can go and start this unloading process. So we'll stop right here, lower down the back ramp, turn off our engine. Let's kick the Dodge into gear and unload. Nicely done. Alright, this is just going to go over here. I didn't even check to see what spot this was, so I'm assuming we're pretty far off. Oh wow. Never mind, we parked right beside it. I wonder if this Tahoe is going to go as smoothly. Probably isn't, now that I said that, but we'll try our absolute best. And then this will go right over here. Okay. Yeah, let me try realigning that. Honestly, this might work. Never mind, that was terrible. Let me redo that. Let's try this. Okay, that is much better. So that's the end of this video. Why not click the secret video in the top right corner? But first, make sure to subscribe and click the thumbs up button down below. That's also where you can find my Discord server, in the description. There are many different links, such as my Twitter, Instagram, Patreon page, merchandise store, and even the Garrett Plays membership link. You guys are awesome. Bye bye.